up, everybody? This is Michael Powers of Indianadesolate coming to you live in the studio with a studio update for all the Indianadesolate fans, friends, and family, and fellow artists that are following us, liking us, and supporting us. Thank you so much. It is 12:10 a.m. on June 9th, 2022, here in Kalamazoo, Michigan, where I am at in the studio. And as you see, I have a new companion with me, a microphone. So that is to cut out the background noise, and hopefully you all will be able to hear me, my rant and raves, and the latest news more clearly now. So hopefully that is good. I love and appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys are having a good work week so far. Hopefully everybody is looking for a happy, safe, and healthy but fun work weekend. Like I said, got some news for you guys. Been busy. I've been super busy. We decided to go on this record with different producers. We're trying to see what options are out there and kind of test the waters a little bit with the sound of the band. I kind of ventured out and I created guitar parts for songs on rhythm guitar, designed the setup of how the songs should go. And I'm currently having a couple producers work on those songs for me to add bass guitar, drums, stuff like that. So hopefully it'll turn out really good. I'll let you guys know, keep you guys updated. So right now we're looking at, with those two songs submitted, we've got the three before that the one producer is trying to finish up. So that is those three, the two others, and we should have one more, hopefully, that I've already done the guitar parts on. So that's about 6 songs. I know I told you guys that we're going to try and shoot for Christmas, but it might be sooner. I don't know. Like I said, it depends on how quickly we can get this wrapped up. Like I said, I've been super busy trying to get some back on the radio for our second album, Nothing Sacred Remains. So I had a couple songs submitted to a UK radio station, a big UK radio station. Our two best songs, what I feel are our two best songs, which is Raise the Horns and When the Rubber Meets the Road. I submitted those for a UK radio station, so keep your guys' fingers crossed on that. Hopefully those two songs do well. I did submit them for their local charts, so we'll see how they do over in the UK. Hopefully that they'll do good. I like those songs quite a bit. They're really good tunes of ours, so I hope you guys are doing well. Everybody, as far as I know, is doing good. Like I said, we're really busy. It's a really busy time for us here in the Indianadesolate camp. Like I said, I hope you guys are doing okay. Just personal life. I've been just trying to focus my energy on, stuff that really matters in my life, not the stuff that doesn't matter. And I read this. Let me find it here real quick. And I read this meme on Facebook, and I shared it on Facebook, and it was so good that I try to apply that to my life every day I live now, because it's such a good statement and good thought that the meme said. And like I said, I'm scrolling through my files here on my computer, and let me try and find it. Sometimes my mind forgets these things, but like I said, I shared this on Facebook, and at first it was kind of an interesting story, because it kind of got spun on me, because I said some comments when I posted it that sometimes I care too much about other people who don't really care about themselves and don't really take care of themselves. And so that ended up getting spun by this person that really just kind of like was having a bad day or a bad week or something. I don't know what her deal was, but she just like kind of like just like, who are you to judge, and da 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 da, and you're being sexist. And I'm like, wow, dude, like I just, and so let me read this. Like I said, this meme I saw on Facebook, it's really good, and it kind of helps me focus my mind a little bit more on the things that I should be focusing on in my life and in my world. And it says, if it doesn't bring peace, profit, or purpose, then don't give it your time, energy, or attention. And I love that saying. I always try to remember the 3 P's: the peace, the profit, or purpose. It's just, to me, that's such an amazing statement and meme that I said, I just love it because it makes so much sense. It's just like, so I just feel I would share that little saying with you guys. I hope it does you guys some good as well. There's a lot of stuff that happens in our lives where we can have drama go on, and it can kind of distract you, especially me in my life, in my time, where I'm trying to be a successful heavy metal musician. And with Indianadesolate, I can get things in the way that kind of come up and try to hinder that and derail the train, so to speak. And I have to really focus on that saying, if it doesn't, bring peace, prosperity, or purpose, then don't give it my time, energy, or anything like that, because it's just a waste of time. And so I just feel that's a good thing to help refocus my mind on what needs to be done in my life to be successful in the heavy metal industry. As I said before, this is it's such a small industry, I think. And me and my buddy, my friend, one of my best friends, Joe, talked about this the other day, and he had mentioned to me some really intriguing points of view that I had forgotten as a radio listener, because I'm always thinking, well, if we get our stuff on the radio, it's going to be great. And I need to remember that these like FM radio stations, they have to pay bills, so they have to do so many things to get their license, to get their broadcasting permits and stuff like this by the FCC, and they have to sponsor this and sponsor that, and so there's so many rules and guidelines that they have to follow and obey. So, and I'm like thinking, I told Joe, I said, I don't understand, all this new pop music is coming out, and it seems like it's just destroying heavy metal. And I'm like, why aren't these radio stations playing the newer heavy metal that these bands are creating? Because, I know these bands are making new heavy metal music that's good. It's just, you don't hear it. And so it's, and he told me, he said, well, these radio stations, you have to remember as a listener, he said, you have to remember that these radio stations have to pay bills. So they have to kind of, I don't know, I hate to say it like this, they got to kind of suck the corporate sack, if you will. I hate to say it that way. It's such a negative outlook on a way to put it, but it's kind of true as well. You kind of have to do that, especially if, and so you hope that, your songs kind of take off and your songs become popular real quick. I know that everybody says in heavy metal you don't want to be a pop, which stands for popular metal band, but you kind of don't always want to be touring out of a minivan and a U-Haul trailer, all the time. So, some popularity is good. So it is good to be somewhat popular in heavy metal. I'm not one of these types to sit there and say I don't ever want to become popular, because that is a lie. I do want to be popular, but I want to be also humble if we do get popular, and not get this conceited arrogance and attitude about myself that I'm all that in a bag of chips when I'm not, so it's like I always want to stay humble, kind of like, a feast or famine, like kind of like split right down the center, like one fist in the gutter, one foot in the gold kind of, but it's like, so it's kind of like, you know, it's a fine line, you know, because then you can be considered a sellout, and I don't want to be considered a sellout by any of our fans. You know, I want to stay true to the cause, and I feel I'm doing that the best I can. But it's kind of hard because and I think about this stuff all the time. You know, I'm like, well, what if because I don't know if I told you guys this, but a while back, and I even talked to my buddy Joe about this. Uh, some person supposedly that was managing Ariana Grande's Reverbnation account got a hold of me and was messaging me and even calling me, and so I was like, dude, this can't be real. So it turned out to be a hoax, of course, but it was just like, and even all my friends and stuff, my relatives and stuff, they were like, dude, like, she's like a multi-millionaire pop sensation star, so like, what the hell would she even be doing on Reverbnation, so it's like sometimes you got to be careful, but it's like I don't want to look to my, like, look to Indianadesolate fans like, oh, you sold out because you sided with Ariana Grande or something like that. I don't want to, I don't want to look, and say, oh, you sold your soul to Satan herself, for a couple kickbacks, So I want to be careful, but I want to also be realistic as well, because we don't always want to stay in the underground either. So it's like, it's kind of like a fine line, you got to balance yourself out kind of and have that balance in your world and in your life. And I guess that's what's key, balance, because you don't want to become this corporate goon that's worth like, $80 kajillion and, you use $1,000 bills to wipe your ass, so it's like, but, so I got to be careful and not that those opportunities present itself at all, but, I always want to keep that mindset, like, what would you do if someone were to offer you that, and I think about the song by Metallica called No Leaf Clover, which is one of my favorite Metallica songs off the Metallica S&M album where they were with the symphony. But in that song, Hetfield talks about like, sucker for that quick reward, and so I don't want to just reach out for the first thing that, because I'm hungry, I don't want to, just take that little bowl of macaroni and cheese when the chef could be preparing a full course steak dinner. You know what I mean? So it's like he could, tempt me with macaroni and cheese when he's secretly preparing a steak buffet, So it's like, and I take the mac and cheese and that's all I get, and the rest of the people get together and have a steak buffet. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to take I guess the old Chinese proverb would be, rashness brings success to few, misfortune to many. So I don't want to take that quick road that leads to, misfortune, I guess, if you will. So I hope I haven't rambled on too long, but it's been about 13 minutes, 25 seconds. So, but I love you guys. I hope you guys kind of feel what I'm saying. I hope you guys have heard everything I've said. If you can, let me your thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are on these subjects. That'd be cool. I love and appreciate you guys. This is Michael Powers of Indianadesolate. Let me send my quick shout outs to everybody in the band. I thank you all the contributions that everybody has made. Thank you all so much. You all know who you are. I can't thank you enough. And also to the people behind the scenes that have been helping us, thank you so much as well. You know who you are as well, because a lot of people might be helping us and I don't even know who they are. So, as you never know, behind the scenes of things. So, and to the fans, artists, friends, and family of Indianadesolate, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. And in case I don't see you guys again this weekend, like I said, we've been real busy in the Indianadesolate camp. I hope you guys take care of yourselves. Have a great, safe, happy, and healthy weekend. Please watch out for each other and take care of yourselves, because you guys are always worth it. You guys are number one. Don't you forget it. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they're full of shit. So I love you guys. This is Mike Powers. We'll see you guys. Take care. Enjoy that outro, guys.